Shalom Talmidim, though we have seemed to see multiple times a test indicating that Aaron is in fact the Kohen, and Aaron's children, family will be the Kohanim, and that Moshe is the leader, we see one more test. And this particular test was not actually started by another rebellion like the plague we recently saw, or the initial test with Korach. This is a kind of deciding factor brought by Moshe using matot. Mate is a staff, a wood staff that Moshe brings, right? The one that turned into a snake, the one that split the yam. So, which is the chosen shevet? The shevatim are the 12 tribes, the sons of Yaakov. Which one's going to be chosen? Now we know going into this that Aaron comes from Levi and that Aaron will be chosen. But how exactly was that finally determined and proven once and for all to everybody? And that's via the matot, the staffs. There are going to be certain words that you have on your word bank for this unit that you need to know. So take a look at those. They will be referred to here, but sometimes there's going to need to know that. And mate is going to be one of the big ones. We need to know that the mate is a staff. Some of them will not be translated on these, so we need to learn those and particular attention to those. So let's see what happens. We're going to finish off Perach Yud Zayin here and see what happens. V'daber Hashem al Moshe lemor. Hashem is speaking now to Moshe lemor, saying, this is how you quote that up. Daber el bnei Yisrael. So speak to bnei Yisrael. Here is by Daber, Hashem is speaking. Here is Daber, it's what Hashem says. He's telling it El Moshe to Daber El Bnei Yisrael. Here Hashem is speaking to Moshe, that Moshe should Daber El Bnei Yisrael. V'kach mitam mateh. Sometimes you have the same word repeated. Like a noun will be repeated. That means one person or multiple of them. Mateh. Each person has a mateh. Levet Av, to the family's house, the house of their father, literally, meaning the forefathers, the Shvatim, each one has a tribal leader. So take a mate from each Beit Av, me'et kol hanasi'ehem, from all of their nasi'im, their leaders, nasi'ehem, their leaders. Hem at the end means theirs. So take a mate, levet Av, me'et kol hanasi'ehem. Take one mate per nasi. Every single shevet had a nasi, the leader of that shevet, and then there was the melech over them, or the Kohen Gadol. Moshe in this case is the melech. Aaron is the Kohen Gadol, and each shevet has a nasi, lebeit avotam, to their families' houses, their family household, their shevet. Shnayim asar matot. There's going to be 12 of them, right? Because there's 12 shvatim. Ish et shmo tichtov al matehu. Each person, each at Shmo, their name, Tichtov, you should write al matehu, al their mate. This is one of those situations where Hebrew kind of is backwards. The name is what you're writing, written a little bit backwards if you translate it literally. Keep that in mind for the translation sheet. So each person, each shevet is going to take their mate. They're going to write that person, that shevet's name on the mate. So, using the words here, these are ones that you expect to know. This is the first time we're seeing matet, so you know that now. Mitam from them. Lebeit Av for a family's house. And then Siahem is the leaders of the Shvatim. Try to translate these two psukim here. We have not yet been told what we're going to do with the matot, but we are told that we are taking them and we're labeling them, already knowing that there's going to be something with these, that it's going to be a test here. So et shem Aharon tichtov al mate Levi. Right? You should write Aaron's name on mate Levi, the shem of Aaron. Tichtov, you should write al mate for Levi. Now, Levi is one of the Shvatim too, so it's one of these 12. Ki mate echad lerosh bet avotam. There is one mate per the rosh, the head of each beit avotam. So the one for Levi is going to be Aaron. Here we already see one person distinguished amongst the others. We're going to see Aaron compared to the other Shvatim. kind of already seeing where this is going, right? Somehow we're going to pick Aaron's Shemata, to pick that Shevet of Levi and Aaron specifically are going to be the heads, some leadership role. So we'll see what that is and how it is determined. I can look at this pasuk and try to translate it. Ve'et Shem Aaron tichtov al Mate Levi, ki Mate echad l'rosh bet avotam. Once they are written on there, we have the Shvatim's matot. We have these mateh. Vayinachtam boel moed lifnei ha'edut. You will put them. Says again, still Hashem given the instructions. Hashem is speaking here. Place them in the Ohel Moed. The Ohel Moed in the Mishkan was this section here, the more inner chamber. There are multiple levels of the inner chamber as well, but this is the Ohel Moed, the inner part, where the Keruvim were on top of the Aaron, and where communication happens with Hashem, where the Mevuah happened from Moshe Rabbeinu in the Midbar, in the desert. That was Lifnei HaEdut. Edut is a kind of a nickname for the Aaron. The Aaron was the ark, the box that had the luchot in them, the tablets from Har Sinai, and had the keruvim on there. We know from the future that the voice of Hashem was heard coming from that point. This is kind of the beginning source. It says, Asher Iva'ed lechem shama. I will meet with you there. Ohel Moed literally means a tent of meeting. That's how it's translated sometimes. The Edut are the testimony that Hashem spoke to Moshe. Right? He had the luchot. That's what he brought down. Put them into the Aaron. That Aaron was a testimony. It was something to show, hey, this is something that we had. This is the original Torah. The original Man was put there as well. Later on, the original Sefer Torah that Moshe does write is put there. And we're going to see what else is put there soon. But he's putting the matot in front of this. This is kind of like the holiest spot in the entire world. And Moshe's putting the staffs right there, the matot right there. I'm going to see something's going to happen there. And it's almost ironic that the communication that Hashem does with us from this point, this place, is going to be a place where Hashem is going to communicate with us. The edut, the testimony that we always had, is going to be the testimony for something bigger than that. So he put them in the Ohel Moed, lifnei ha'edut, in front of the edut, in front of the Aaron, with the luchot in it. Asher iva'ed lechem shama, as I will meet with you there. So take a look at this pasuk, try to translate that, give you a few words over here. Ve'enachtam, like Noach or nach, haniach, to place down, place them, tam. You will, ve'enachtam means you will place it, you will place. Nachtam, place them. Ohel Moed is the intersection of the Mishkan, and Ha'edut is that Aaron, is that testimony. Quick grammar point is if it was V'hanachtem, it would be that you all put it down, but here's V'hinachtam, is you singular, put it, tam, or them, down. I'm trying to translate this pasuk. Haya ha'ish asher evchar bo matehu yifrach. Vayishikoti ma'alai et tulunot b'nei Yisrael asher hem melinim alechem. In this pasuk, Hashem's kind of telling us, why are we doing this? Why are we having this conversation right now? And it's because of this word talunot, or melinim, same thing. It's the same thing we saw previously with Bnei Yisrael at the beginning of this parak. Melinim, talunot, these are the complaints. Hashem is basically saying, I am done with the complaints. Moshe is done with the complaints. We are done with the complaints. V'haya ish asher evchar, the person that I have chosen, Hashem says. Evchar, I will choose. This is again Hashem still talking. Bo matehu yifrach. His mate will sprout. The matot were all made of wood. Ordinarily, wood, once it's carved into a staff, is dead. It's not really alive anymore. We're going to see now, the test is going to be whose mate sprouts. Who shows signs of life, of leadership, of beauty, of something coming alive. that's going to be the person that I am evchar, I am choosing, says Hashem. Vayishikoti malav et tulunot. I will destroy. Lahashchit is to destroy the tulunot. Any complaint you have, oh Moshe, it's not fair. Oh Aaron, it's not fair. Hashem says, I'm going to show you guys what your complaints really are. I'm going to destroy your complaints. You're done. Complaints are done. Vayishikoti malav et tulunot b'nei Yisrael. I'm going to destroy the complaints of b'nei Yisrael. Asher haim melinim alechem, that you guys are complaining upon you. They are complaining upon you, I'm sorry. Alechem. What's Hashem saying here? Hashem is saying that there are people melinim, haim, they are melinim alechem, on you. Remember, who's he talking to right now? He's talking to Moshe. Hashem is basically telling Moshe, I'm doing you a favor with this test. They keep not getting it. They keep arguing with you. They keep fighting with you. They keep complaining about you, or against you. I'm going to destroy the Melinim Alechem on you guys. And I'm going to finally prove once and for all that Aaron is chosen. You can see that this test is the one that really ends it and stops this problem for Moshe and helps them see. We're going to see what that test is next.